What's what's happening? What's happening? What's happening to my subscribers, man? What's up with all the homies, man? I've been getting good feedback. The people that been, tuning in, checking me out. Man, I had my mind blown meeting somebody that knew who I was in Tennessee, and just had me curious about all the other places in the country. So this ain't nothing but a quick story about karma. So the two best poker players that I knew, that I had ever seen with my own eyes, or card players, period, that I had seen with my own eyes in prison. They were both Crips. They were both from LA. One was from 60s, one was from Hoover. So we're going to start with JD. JD, right? JD, we used to be playing poker, man. JD used to be roaring up on people. Bitch ass nigga, bitch ass nigga. He used to be roaring up on people, and he had a little young homies and all that. So motherfuckers really wasn't trying to, we was giving him his respect that we felt he had coming. So, man, he played poker. He played his ass off too, and he used to be doing some magic shit with them cards, and we could not figure out what the hell he was doing. All I knew was it wasn't right. It was something was fishy. So next thing you know, we look up. Well, no, I was at work. So the homie Reg, right? The homie he hadn't really got on nobody in Vacaville at the time. So motherfucker probably thought he had an easy one with Reg. Because Reg, he was young. JD was in his 30s. Might have been in his 40s. But he a cheat. So, he getting his respect. But Reg's a young homie. So why they playing poker, right? And I don't know why the argument started. But JD snaked the homie. When he snaked the homie, man, the homie shook that shit off. He stunned him though. He hit him with a stone cold stunner. But man, when he shook that shit off, man, they said he threw everything at him. He threw Aryukins, Medukins, Medulla mitts. He threw everything at JD. Man, he got on that old nigga. So that was that. But we still like, man, you snaking motherfuckers and shit. Man, the homie Zelly came back from work like, man, all you Crip niggas, line it up. We gonna Sacramento versus all you Crip niggas. All Sacramento Bloods versus all you Crip niggas. What's happening? And that's how it ended. But then, the thing is about karma, man. You keep on doing wrong to people. I mean, shit. You putting your career on the line. So one day we on the yard, man. I guess JD had problems with his young homie. Man, why did his young homie was probably about like, I'm telling you, he's probably like 5'6", probably about 140, 150 pounds. Man, JD was like, he was easily like 220, 230. Bald head, light skin, stocky. Man, I don't know what happened, but he must have whooped on the wrong little dude. Man, he must have hit that dude so flush in his jaw. JD went down like timber, hit his head on the ground, and he was knocked out. The whole alarm. I'm telling you, the whole alarm on the yard, meaning that we be down, and then the MTAs, the nurses got to come, scoop up the body or whatever. Man, the whole time that we was proned out, he was knocked out. So he was out for at least like 5, 6, 7 minutes, gone. And we was all looking, shaking our head like, the great one is falling. So so the next one is G Frank from Hoover. No, excuse me. G Frank is from 60s. He was another good card playing motherfucker. And he used to tell me, he used to brag on how good he was. Like, these dudes can't beat me. These dudes can't beat me. I'm like, shit, maybe he is invincible. I don't know. All I know is I had my personal problems with him because he was taking advantage of me. He had me running around on the yard selling his bunk ass product. He had me, trying to have me sell his stuff, and he was taking a bigger cut, giving me small shit. So one day I finally had enough. I told my celly, I'm like, look, man, this dude done played me for the last time. I don't know what I'm about to do, but watch this. So Frank come to the door. Because I owe Frank some money. I really did. Because of this shit that I was pushing for him that was giving me so much problems. But he's sitting back like a fat cat in the back while I go through this shit. So I was saying, you know what, I'm about to reverse this shit. So he came to the door. And normally I used to follow him around the day room, you know, soaking up gang because he an OG. But he was a windbag. So, man, when he came to the door, he was like, "What's up, Dirt, man? Is everything all right?" I said, "Nah, it ain't all right." He was like, "What do you mean?" I said, just what I said, it ain't all right. With a straight face, though. He hadn't seen that before because normally I'm smiley, laughy, jokey. He hadn't seen that before. So I was like, so he said, man, I don't know what I did, how I did it, but shit. Man, his motherfucking ass came back to the cell and was like, man, look, that stuff, that money you owe me, we even. I was like, okay, it's all good. But I stopped talking to him. I went from talking to him every day to not talking to him no more. So next thing you know, I was at the poker table, or no, the blackjack table with G. Frank. Man, I wish I could remember the homie from Compton. I mean, the folks from Compton's name, and then you know a couple of Asians. So something. I mean, as we going through the course of this game, G. Frank keeps getting blackjacks. Bam, bam, bam. And he got this thing he do when he get the blackjack, he slap his hands with the cards. He go ha cha cha cha. And that mean he got blackjack. So, anyhow, man, this dude G Frank, man, I guess he must have his wasn't working because guess what? The other Crip homie from Compton, he smelt the rat. He smelt it. So what he did is he got all the cards together. He didn't say he was about to count them yet. But he got the cards down. He was like, yeah, your motherfucking ass keep getting blackjacks and shit. We about to see what's up right now. And you know, it's 52 cards. So he get to count. Bam, 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 bam. As he getting close to 50, I could see G. Frank starting to get nervous. He's starting to get nervous. He started to fiddling and shit and turning his back. So when the homie counted and he said 50. No, he said 48, 49, 50. 51, nigga, you got my motherfucking card. You got my motherfucking card. Man, when he went to try to grab for G. Frank's hands, G. Frank tried to turn his motherfucking back and eat the card. This nigga's eating the card. So while he eating the card, man, I guess the homies from Compton had enough, man. He must have got to getting on G. Frank. It was a okay squabble, but you know, Compton homie was a little smaller than G. Frank. You know, G. Frank, you know, he OG too. G. Frank was probably at least 50. He had been down like 20-some years. So he was a G. But man, he got mad. So what happened is, because he cheated that night, they sent 2 of his homies at him and they beat him up and he had to go to the next yard. So next thing you know, man, well, ain't no next thing you know. Karma. That story is about karma. You cheat motherfuckers out. You make a habit of cheating motherfuckers, getting over on people, and that's just gonna come back some way, somehow. G. Frank had been down 20-some years. Career over with. JD had been down 15 or something teens. Man, career over with. Man, boop! Down goes Frazier. But anyhow, shouts out to Reg, man. Shouts out to Reg, man. This story was not meant to disrespect Frank or JD, but this is a story about karma, man. You do wrong and it comes back. Dirty weather. Go! Yes, sir. I said go.